Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, I've been listening to these Kwame Brown video chats. These streams and shit. And Kwame Brown said something. I ain't gonna call it a revelation, but he said something that I talked about a couple of years ago. Just like the whole situation with Serena Williams. When I said this 2 years ago, I said this about 3 or 4 years about Charlamagne Tha God. That Charlamagne Tha God was either bleaching his skin or he was wearing makeup that would make him look lighter. So that was funny that Kwame Brown brought that up. Now I will say this on the side note about Kwame Brown. I don't have no problem with Kwame Brown defending himself because, like I said, at the end of the day, these are the media tricks that they love to play with us, where they try to dumb down black people and they try to make black people feel guilty and try to make us feel like we're being too sensitive if we respond or we defend ourselves. Because Colin Cowherd said that stuff where he said he feel like athletes shouldn't respond to criticism. Why? Because you white and you say so. So, at the end of the day, this is a trick that they only try to use with black people. Like I said, it's a slave master mentality. We are supposed to just sit up there and take anything that is directed towards us. And as black people, we got to stop falling for that shit about, oh, you're being sensitive and, oh, you should ignore people. Like I said, there is a time when you should ignore people, but then there is a time when you have to defend yourself. Like I said, I ignored a lot of shit that was said about me, but then it came a time where I had to flamethrow people. Ticket, he had to let niggas have it. 7-8, he had to let niggas have it. But now it's to the point we don't have to respond. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes on here, they just a bunch of emotional bitches. And they just basically trying to start a fake internet beef, hoping that we would respond so they can get some clout and get some steam towards their channel and get some views and possibly new subscribers. They get, the funny thing is, they get mad when we don't say their name, because they want us to say their names, but then they'll say our names and shit and give us free publicity. Like I said, keep the free publicity coming. But at the end of the day, I've been suspected this about Charlamagne. I said this shit, and it was funny that Kwame Brown, confirmed what a lot of people was thinking. Charlamagne he hasn't never addressed the situation. Every time somebody sort of brings it up, he just won't address it. So to me, more than likely he's doing it. But I mean, you could look at these pictures and you draw your own conclusion. But at the end of the day, shout out to Kwame Brown. Now I will say this about Kwame Brown that is kind of bothering me. I wish Kwame Brown wouldn't make so many references to Matt Barnes being light-skinned. I don't feel like he have to go that direction, because that's always been that's always been something that's been divisive, going all the way back to the slave days, from the house nigga field nigga thing. So it's kind of toxic. I mean, it's cool to make jokes about it every once in a while, but then when you say it in a mean context, then it's like, okay. But yeah, I wish he wouldn't do that though. But besides that, Kwame Brown is, what I'm saying, he doing his thing. He broke the internet. This man then picked up thousands of subscribers. He might hit the 100,000 mark today. He may have already hit it. But anyway, it is what it is. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.